Hey, it's Lynn from Weiger Realty. Today is July 6th, and I'm here to share with you our Watchung, New Jersey weekly market update from June 20th until today, the 6th. First, I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July weekend and were not affected by whatever blew through the Plainfield, Scotch Plains area. That was horrific. And it looks like we're having more rain coming this week again for the next 8 days-ish, but I'm not the weather person. I'll stick to real estate. So this week we have currently 14 homes on the market ranging from $550,000 to $2,750,000. And over the last week, we saw 2 new listings hit the market. One is a coming soon with the showing date of July 13th. So that's the first day you can get in to see that home. 1 home went under contract and 4 homes closed. 1 never really hit the market, but I'll talk more about that later. So stick with me and we'll go over the details of what happened in Watchung this week. Okay, thanks for sticking with me. We'll go through the details of what went on this week. So 35 Schmidt Circle, which is in a 55 and older community of townhomes, was just listed for $789. It has 3 bedrooms and 3 baths. It's right off of the Watchung Circle, also right off of the lake, with the walking path about 1.1 miles, and there's a playground there, and tennis court, pickleball courts. It's a nice place to be. So that was listed at $789. Also, 25 Timberline Way was listed for $1,099,000 with 3 acres of land, and this has 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. But the first show date is not until July 13th. So if you're interested, you just have to wait a little bit. That's a nice dead-end street, and I'm curious to see what it looks like. So under contract, we have 1152 Johnston Drive with those gorgeous skyline views. This is listed at $1,149,000 on 1.42 acres of land. It's a contemporary home with 4 bedrooms, 2 full and 2 half baths. So just sold is 145 Mountain Boulevard, and this home was listed back in November for $499,000. Went under contract. I guess it fell through, came back on the market, and it was relisted at $455,000 and then sold for $400,000. And that is on the other side of that Schmidt Circle on the lake. So you really can get out there and walk around and get some outside activity. It's a nice area. Also under contract is 71 Valleyview Road. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath ranch listed at $575,000. Oh my God, these are what's sold? Fucking shit. Okay, thanks for sticking around. So to go into more detail, we have 2 homes that hit the market this week. 35 Schmidt Circle, listed at $789,000. It's in a 55 and older community of townhomes, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. It's right by the Watchung Circle. Nice area, you can walk around the lake. There's also tennis court, pickleball court, and playground. So that's for 55 and older. Then 25 Timberline Way was just listed. That is a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath home listed at $1,099,000 on 3 acres of land. That's a lot of land, and that is on a nice, quiet, dead-end street in town. So the first show date is July 13th, and I'm very interested, looking forward to seeing that in person. If you want to see it with me, let me know. Under contract is 1152 Johnston Drive. This is that contemporary home, 4 bedrooms, 2 full, 2 half bath, listed at $1,149,000 with those really gorgeous skyline views. And that has in-ground pool and sits on 1.42 acres of land. We saw 4 homes recently sold. 145 Mountain Boulevard went on the market for $499,000 in November, went under contract, and then that must have fallen through. They relisted it, took it off the market, relisted it for $455,000, and it sold for $400,000. 71 Valleyview Road It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath ranch. It was listed at $575,000, and this home sits right on the same street as the middle school, and it sold for $652,100. It's a nice starter home. We also saw 100 Tuttle Road. It's a Cape Cod colonial, and it has 4 bedrooms, 2 baths on 1.3 acres of land. It was modernized in 2021 and listed at $892,000 and sold for $933,000. And then One Hill Hollow Road. This home was sold for comp purposes only, which means it might not really reflect the true value because it wasn't opened up for the market to competitively bid on it. But it was listed at $1.199, and then it sold for $1,343,000. And there are a few reasons why some sellers do not want to open it up to the market. And if you're interested in finding out more about that, because that does suit some people, please reach out to me. I'd love to discuss it with you. So that did sell for over asking, but nobody really saw it, and that's a great street too. So that's all we have that went on in Watchung this week. If you have any questions, please reach out. I love to talk about real estate. We can have a cup of coffee or an iced coffee or iced tea and have a conversation. I hope you have a great week, and we talk soon.